This comes in handy today. This comes in particularly handy. Hello there. So today we have a new Lockenbox to look at and I cannot wait. This month we got some sales coupons. As the Lockenbox says, it's the season to let your curls shine. Yes, we're referring to Christmas. So look at this beauty. So this is the November Lockenbox. We have some familiar faces in here and we also have something new. So I cannot wait to see what this is really all about. Today we're looking at 3 brands. The first one, which is the most represented one, is the Girl Nordic, which I actually did a review on majority of their line and you can check it out somewhere here. Then we have the Flora and Curl, which is also a very well-known brand, and I have featured them in many of my Lockenbox videos because I got quite a few products from them. And the last one is the Fix My Curls, which is a brand I never heard of before. So I'm very interested to see how that's gonna go. If you don't know what Lockenbox is, it's a subscription service every month for around 30 euros. You get some amount of products. Usually it's around 4 or 5. And you get to try a lot of brands, a lot of product, and I've been thoroughly enjoying it since the beginning of this year. Today, we have 4 products in the box. I do think that 3 of them are full size, and I'm not sure if this is a mini, but I would say it is because it's quite a small gel, so I'm gonna assume that this is a mini. The first brand that I see here is the Girl Nordic, from which you get 2 products. The first product we have is the Girl Nordic Protein Mask Power Treatment. This is great. I've been using this for months at this point, and it's one of my favorite protein masks. It's very lightweight, it's super proteiny. It's like a good dose of protein. It also doesn't have any perfume in it. Overall, this brand just seriously stole my heart. This is a great product, but I already have mine, so this one is gonna be going to my sister's bathroom. Then we have this Girl Nordic Curling Cream, which I'm incredibly happy about. This is the only product I couldn't get my hands on from their range, and now I finally have it. It is a hydrating curl booster. It has a lot of protein in it, as well as argan oil and pomegranate. So it should give you some nice definition with the protein and also should hydrate the hair. So I cannot wait to see how my hair works with this. I hope it's not gonna be too heavy. So according to the leaflet, it also contains vitamin E. It should help retain moisture in the hair and also nourish it, boost shine, reduce frizz, all the good stuff. Next we have a gel, which is from Fix My Curls. Is the Curl Quenching Flaxseed Jelly with aloe vera, chia seed and olive oil. So we're gonna see what this is all about. Honestly, the ingredients kind of give me the idea that maybe it's not gonna be the best for this weather, but nonetheless, it's very interesting. And the last product we have is the Flora and Curl African Citrus Bloom Superfood Hair Oil. I've never tried this. This is a decent amount of hair oil. I think this will last me like a lifetime. And as always, there are many ways how to use an oil. The base ingredients is grapeseed oil. Then we have safflower, cranberry, castor oil, avocado, papaya, baobab, jojoba oil, watermelon oil, sweet orange oil, tangerine oil. That sounds lush. And pretty much it should help your curls to retain moisture. That is something, you know, that's the reason why we use oils as our finishing product, to seal in the moisture. And it should be non-greasy. It has antioxidant-rich oils, seals in moisture, gives you protection from UV rays and heat. And it has vitamin C and it balances and purifies the scalp. So you can use this as a scalp treatment, kind of a pre-shampoo thing. You can also use it to scrunch out the crunch and seal in the hair. It's a nice multitasking product, as oils usually are. So they say that you can just, you know, warm it in your hands and put it on dry or wet hair. You can massage your scalp with it, or you can use it as a prepoo treatment for 30 minutes. Or you can mix it in with any of your products if you want to add some extra moisture, some extra shine to your hair. So that's very interesting. In this leaflet, they also mentioned the LOG styling method, which stands for liquid oil gel, which means that you should apply your cream first, then your oil, and then your gel to seal in the moisture. That sounds very interesting. So I think we are actually going to try that and give it a shot and see if it works anyhow. This is my horrible, horrible hair. Next time you see me, I'm gonna be here with my hair hopefully washed, and I'm gonna tell you all about these products. I just came back from the bathroom. I did wash my hair using all of these products. So now we can talk about what I actually thought of all this. So it was a little bit of a process. First, I started with the Flora and Curl African Citrus Bloom Superfruit Hair Oil as my pre-shampoo treatment. Now, I don't know how much I mentioned it or not, but I've been actually using their other pre-shampoo oil quite often, and I really enjoy that. So I was curious to see how this one works for my hair. I applied it to dry hair and let it sit for 30 minutes. It felt pretty heavy. It's a pretty thick oil, but I don't really mind that. The thing that really bothered me was that for the first couple minutes my hair was feeling kind of itchy, but that happens to me with a lot of oils, so maybe it's not really a reaction to this one. I don't know. Quite frankly, I'm not sure what caused it, but it went away after 10 minutes, and then the 20 other were just fine. Then I washed it out with one of my stronger local shampoos just to be sure that I rinsed it out well, but it didn't really feel like it left any residue in my hair, so I just continued with my routine. After the shampoo, I did use the Curl Girl Nordic protein mask. This is actually a mask I've been using for months now, and it is one of my favorites when it comes to very lightweight protein masks. I find that it really helps with my definition, it doesn't weigh down my hair, and it's just a very nice mask in general. And it also doesn't feel overly proteiny in the hair. So when you apply it, it's fine, then you rinse it out after 5 minutes, and your hair feels very nice and smooth and silky, and it doesn't feel tangled or like you put in too much protein. You know what I'm talking about. Then I continued with a hydrating conditioner from Eden Body Works, which was in one of the previous boxes, because I wanted to add some moisture into the routine as well, because I was about to use some products with a lot of protein. First of them was my leave-in conditioner, which is from the Rossmann drugstore, and then I used the Curl Girl Nordic curling cream. It has a nice lightweight texture, but it feels very protein heavy when you apply it. Be careful not to over apply, because I feel like this is one of those products that is going to just feel like too much in the hair if you overdo it. But for me, my hair started to kind of almost flash dry a little bit. It makes these little webs, and it's not in super silky and smooth clumps. So I'm not 100% sure how I feel about this, but the definition was nice, and I would say that's mostly what I use curling creams for. So we'll see, I'll have to test it out a little bit more, but so far I'm a little bit on the fence. So then I remembered that in the leaflet there was the LOG method, which is liquid oil gel, which means that I pretty much used the leave-in conditioner and the curling cream as my liquids. Then I put in not even a full pump of the oil, and I scrunched it in. That is quite frankly something I've never done before, so I wasn't really sure how the hair is gonna react. It wasn't forming a very nice clumps. It was just a little bit, I don't know, it didn't feel heavy. It didn't feel like my hair was just getting super oily, not at all. It was acting pretty okay. And overall, I'm just not sure what I think about this method. But let's move on. Then I used the gel, the Fix My Curls gel. It actually felt a lot better than I expected. It does have aloe, and it does have, I think, flaxseed. It is not necessarily the best gel for this weather, but it felt very nice. Texture-wise, it was amazing. It was super smooth, kind of thick, but not sticky. So I was really able to scrunch it in everywhere, and it went just fine over the oil. When it comes to the crunch, my hair does feel pretty crusty, which I did not expect, but we have some nice wires. Yeah, so I'm a little bit curious to see how the hair looks like now. I'm also curious if it's gonna be weighted down. The gel felt pretty nice. It's hydrating gel, which is not bad, and it actually feels quite strong hold. It doesn't really give me the impression that it's supposed to be a hard hold gel, but it kind of feels like a hard hold gel. Or maybe it's the combination of the curling cream, the oil, and the gel. Honestly, I'm not sure, but it feels pretty nice, and it also feels pretty crunchy, which I'm super happy about. So I'm gonna finish air drying this hair. It's pretty much done, and then I'm going to scrunch it out, maybe with the oil, maybe not, we will see. And then I will scrunch it out, and I'm going to show you the finished result in a minute. So here we have the finished result. If we're gonna be super honest about this, I've got some things to say. It is more voluminous than I expected. However, the clumps are not there. It's not very clumpy. The waves are very like separated, very thin, slim. Not my tempo. I'm usually a bigger fan of like thicker clumps, but this does provide my hair with a little bit of additional volume, which is not that. Another thing is, it's incredibly shiny. I don't remember last time my hair looked this super shiny, but I'm not sure if I'm a big fan because it kind of gives you the illusion that it's greasy. Which brings me to the last part, and that it feels a little bit heavy. I think the oil was a little bit too thick for my waves. But that just sometimes happens. My scalp feels perfectly fine. The hair, I did use the oil to scrunch out the crunch and it worked fine. I just really had to use the tiniest possible amount. This is a thick oil, like very thick oil. Okay, so let's just kind of go over the product. I'm gonna start off from the mask. I think the mask is partially responsible for the definition because that's what my hair just does when it has enough protein. And I know how this mask works and I know why I like it. So that one is a clear thumbs up from me because I love that mask. I know it, I've been using it for ages. Now the curling cream, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure yet. I think I really have to use this more. I have a thing with curling creams that I cannot tell if they're doing anything and I cannot tell if they're too heavy or not. So I feel like I'll have to test this one a little bit more to really see and distinguish. Again, the definition, it's the protein. There was a lot of protein in the curling cream, so I'm just gonna assume that it kind of helped, at least. Then we have the gel. The gel does have surprisingly strong hold in combination with all the other products. So I'm gonna say that this is not bad at all, but now I'm honestly not sure what's the hair gonna do once I step outside. But yeah, texture-wise, very nice gel. I would say it's like actually a pretty good first impression. And now the oil. My scalp doesn't feel oily or anything, so I think that for the pre-shampoo treatment, it was fine. Then I used it as like my styling-ish product. I think that's maybe a part of why my hair feels so separated and so shiny. And then I used it to scrunch out the crunch, which is probably also responsible for the shininess. And then also the gel created a really nice cast. So there was something to scrunch out actually, which is good. And I'm just now very like confused. Like when I think about this result, I don't know, honestly. It's very different. And I think it's partially because of the new styling technique that I tried. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad just because I'm not used to this. I think it looks nice. I'm just not 100% stoked about the oil. Maybe I shouldn't have used it for every single step I had in the way, but you know, I really wanted to try it out. To be 100% honest with you, this wasn't my favorite wash day ever, but we got a different result than we normally do, so I guess we learned something after all. So it's definitely different than usual. Let me know what you think about this wash day, and I think that is pretty much it. This box was a little bit not sure what I think, but that's fine. You know, that's fine. Sometimes you need to try out stuff for longer to really know what you think about it, and that is okay. So thank you very much for watching, consider subscribing, and if you want to see more videos where I try out some hair products, check out the playlist. Yeah.